Live with coverage you can count on. This is News 2 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Connor Kick in for Carolyn and Brendan. Earlier today, a local group donated nearly $30,000 to Tyreek Gadsden, the 5-year-old paralyzed in a shooting in May. An update now on Tyreek Gadsden. I talked with the aunt of the 5-year-old, and she says he is doing much better. Tyreek is said to be in good spirits and smiling. While he does have some pain from undergoing surgery last week, his aunt says he did go to church yesterday and he enjoyed himself. Police in North Charleston say 2 men shot and killed each other at an apartment complex. Now they're searching for a brother of one of the victims. Witnesses report 2 men pulled pistols during a fight and fired at each other shortly before midnight Saturday. The Charleston County Coroner's Office said the victims were 32-year-old Kareem Walker and 29-year-old Jonathan Thompson. Both died at the scene. Police are now looking for Chancellor Earl Thompson. Investigators learned that Thompson, Jonathan's brother, was on the scene and fired a weapon. A man was hit and killed in Somerville just after 6 this morning. 64-year-old Joe Travis Vickery was crossing North Main Street at Old Somerville Road when he was struck by a sedan. He was pronounced dead on the scene. His death has been ruled an accident and is being investigated by Berkeley County Coroner and the South Carolina Highway Patrol. The Ariel Morgan Award has been increased. It now stands at $10,000 for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of who is responsible for her death. Morgan was killed at a block party in June of 2014. Multiple shots were fired in the crowd. If you have any information, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers, and that number is 554-1111. The legal bills continue to rise for Berkeley County School District Communications Director. So far, the total amount paid for Amy Kovac's attorney fees is $235.83. Kovac, who was in court on Friday, has been indicted on 2 charges in connection with an ongoing investigation into the Yes for School campaign. Soon, all boats operating at least 3 miles from shore must have a life raft on board. The U.S. Coast Guard issued a date of February 16th of next year. By that date, every boat in open water must be in compliance, but some shrimpers in the Low Country say they can't afford the $3,000 purchase.
It's too much of a burden for these boats to pay for $3,000 or better for a life raft. You know, it's barely enough money to keep the boats maintained as it is. We don't need any more expenses.
There is a GoFundMe page set up to raise $30,000. That money will help buy rafts for Shrem Creek shrimpers. But after about 2 months of being up, they only raised about $2,600. There's also a fundraiser planned. It's happening August 23rd at Harborside East on Bridgeside Boulevard. Tickets are $50 in advance or $75 at the door. Call 446-7942 for more information.
Coming up on News 2 at 6.
The Goose Creek Fire Department is now hundreds of thousands of dollars richer. We'll tell you what their new grant will go toward when we come back. Thank you for joining us here at News 2 at 6. I'm Connor Kick. Nightly News is next.